In the dark and silent bedroom of Hogwarts, where the shadows stretched and whispers of the past filled the air, Harry Potter found himself alone. As the faint light of his wand illuminated the room, Harry held a letter in his hands, a letter that had arrived with his owl, Hedwig. With trembling hands, Harry opened the envelope sealed with black wax and slid out the parchment, carefully observing the words that danced before his eyes. Dear Harry. The dark calligraphy on the paper seemed to resonate with a strange energy, as if imbued with a dark and mysterious magic. On this night of secrets and shadows, I write to remind you of the darkness that lurks in the deepest corners of our world. Not everyone around you is what they seem, and danger lurks in every shadow. Keep your eyes open and your wand at the ready, for darkness is always lurking. A sense of unease washed over Harry as he read Sirius's words. The darkness seemed to close in around him, and the feeling of discomfort grew with each word. But deep within himself, Harry found a glimmer of determination. He knew that the world he lived in was filled with dangers and dark secrets, but he also knew that he had the courage and strength to face them. With trembling hands, Harry took parchment and quill and began to write a response to Sirius. He expressed his gratitude for Sirius's counsel and promised that he would remain vigilant and never let his guard down against the dark forces that threatened to consume them. He asked Sirius to stay safe amidst the darkness, reminding him that their bond, though distant, remained a light in the darkness that surrounded him. But as Harry wrote, a shiver ran down his spine. There was something more in Sirius's letter, something he couldn't quite explain. A sense of danger gripped him, as if the shadows themselves were lurking in the words written on the paper. What dark secrets could be hidden in the shadows of the night? And what fate awaited Harry in the dark abyss of the future? With his heart filled with uncertainty, Harry finished his letter and handed it to Hedwig, sending it back to Sirius in the hope that his godfather could protect him from the dangers that lurked in the darkness. And so, in the darkness of the night, Harry and Sirius exchanged words of warning and encouragement, reminding each other that even in the darkest moments, the magic of their love and friendship would never fade. But as the shadows lengthened and the wind whispered through the trees, Harry knew that the true challenge was yet to come, waiting for him in the darkness that loomed on the horizon. As the shadows lengthened and the wind whispered through the trees, Hogwarts seemed shrouded in a cloak of mystery and danger. Harry knew that the true challenge was yet to come, waiting for him in the darkness looming on the horizon. With the letter from Sirius sent and the night slowly advancing, Harry curled up in his bed, but sleep eluded him. His thoughts wandered into the shadows of the night, where dark figures of past and future enemies lurked in the deepest corners of his mind. Suddenly, a dull sound broke the silence of the night, jolting Harry out of his reverie. He sat up in bed, his wand ready in his trembling hand, as he listened to the whispers of the darkness approaching through the slightly open window. With a heart full of courage, Harry rose from bed and approached the window, facing the shadows with determination. In the dimness of the night, he saw a dark figure gliding among the trees, its eyes gleaming with cold and ruthless malice. It was a Dementor, a creature of darkness that fed on the happiness and hope of those it stalked. Harry felt a chill run down his spine as the presence of the Dementor enveloped the room in an aura of cold and despair. With a cry of anguish, Harry raised his wand and conjured a Patronus, a powerful force of light and hope that dispelled the shadows and drove the Dementor away from his presence. Breathing heavily, Harry lay back in his bed, his heart still pounding as the darkness of the night slowly dissipated around him. In that moment, he understood the true meaning of Sirius's letter. The darkness lurked not only in the shadows of the external world but also in the deepest corners of his own soul. But with the light of Sirius's love and friendship by his side, he knew he had the power to face any challenge that stood in his way. And so, in the darkness of the night, Harry plunged into a sleep filled with restless dreams and visions of uncertain futures. But with hope and determination burning in his heart, he knew he was ready to face whatever destiny awaited him in the darkness that stretched before him.